Lightspeed Spanish, podcast number 18.
18.
For beginners. And today we're dealing with some unusual verbs. Very popular, very useful, very irregular. Okay.
I was going to say, I like the way you said unusual verbs instead of irregular verbs.
There you are. Yeah, they are unusual.
Reframe.
Ok. Bueno, pero primero, India, ¿qué tal estás?
Estoy estupendamente bien. ¿Y tú?
Me alegro. Sí, eso.
Lo mismo.
Sí, muy bien, me alegro, Cynthia. Okay, so we're going to deal with 4 verbs in this podcast. Okay, the first verb is the verb to do, and it's called hacer. Yeah, hacer. Now, normally, when you've done the verb breakdown with us before, you realise that what you have to do is you take the er off and add o when you talk about yourself. Yeah. Now with hacer, that would make hago. Yeah.
Hago.
And that's not what it is.
No.
It's actually irregular. So how do you say I make?
Or I do.
Or I do.
Hago.
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 Mm-hmm. So it isn't hago, it's hago. So the C becomes a G. Now you'll find that pattern repeating quite often with a lot of verbs, where in the yo form, the o form, there's a G appears. Okay.
Which we call the go verbs.
The go verbs, yeah, the go verbs. You already know one, for example, tengo.
Tengo.
Yeah.
The go verb.
Which is from tener, and there's a G appears. Okay, so it's common. So, how does hacer break down? Because after that, it's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, hago is just a go verb, and then normal. So that would be hago, haces, hace, hacemos, hacéis, hacen.
Muy bien, Cynthia.
Gracias, Gordon.
So that's a verb that is used used a lot more than it is in English. The verb to do. Yeah. For example, where have we seen that being used in the weather? Yeah.
Yes, when we say hace calor, hace frío.
Yeah. So that they use it as it makes heat and it makes cold, which we covered. Yeah. Okay. Now you were saying hago, I make, or I do.
Sí.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah. See, you can say that. They understand that. They're getting quite a good level now. Okay. But that isn't as in I do, as in you, what you would say if you were going to get married. Do you? I do. You wouldn't say hago.
No, you would say hago.
It's not I do as in an affirmation. It's I do something. I do the...
Because that I do is an auxiliary verb.
That's right.
We call it, which has no meaning on its own.
Yeah.
I do what I do, want to marry you.
Yeah.
But if do is the doing, the action, that is hacer, the doing.
The doing of it, yeah.
Or the making. Yeah. Like do...
For example, I do that.
Do your homework.
Yeah.
That's the doing. So that's hacer.
So what would be, for example, I do my homework?
So that would be hago mis deberes.
Okay.
O ejercicios, o mi tarea.
Okay. So that's one verb that's very, very popular. Okay, used a lot. So be aware of that one.
What about ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces is what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
We've done that, haven't we?
That's right, yeah.
Or what are you doing
or
now?
What are you doing now?
¿Qué haces?
Yeah. Okay, so very, very popular verb. Next one.
Shut up, Cynthia.
Is moving on. I'm looking at the time. We've got to get the 3 verbs in now. Next one is the verb to play, as in to play sport, not instruments.
Not instrument.
Just sports and games, and that is
jugar.
Jugar. Okay. Now, normally, following the rule, it would be jugar would be jugo, but no, because jugo is
Juice.
juice.
Well, in Latin America.
but in Spanish it's the juice, for example, the juice of the meat and things like that. So how does jugar conjugate?
Okay, so the you becomes UE in the person's. You've done the boot, haven't you?
Yes.
Well, I do the 3-2-1, which is 3 regular, 2 regular, 1 irregular. So it goes juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, jugáis, juegan.
Okay. So it's always in the we and the you all that the verb is always normal. If it's irregular, it'll always be normal in those two, the we and the you are. Outside of that, so the you becomes ue, so you get this jue. Yeah. So the other interesting thing is when you talk about playing something, this verb is very typically followed by a. So you say, for example, juego a las cartas. So I play cards. You say juego a las cartas. Okay. Now what happens is, just out of interest, when you've got a, and then, for example, if you want to say I play football, football is
el fútbol.
El football. So you've got a and you've got el. When you join those together, it becomes
Al.
So you say juego al fútbol. Juego al golf. Most sports tend to be masculine. That's what I see. There aren't that many that are feminine.
Juego al ajedrez.
Sí.
Chess.
Al cricket, al rugby, al
Juego al parchís. What's parchís? Ludo. Juego al. Doesn't have to be sport.
Yeah. So they tend to be masculine. There are some feminine ones. So bear that in mind. With jugar, it's jugar a. That's to play, but it's not to play instruments. Okay? Great. We're doing really well here. And then we've got this fantastic verb which you've really got to get in your pocket. It's the best one, and it's to be able. To can. Yeah?
To can.
To can. Yeah. And what's that, Cynthia?
Poder.
Poder. P-O-D-E-R. Okay? To be able. And that's the I can, you can, he can, she can. Yeah? Now this one's irregular. How does it break down, Cynthia?
Come on, it is also irregular in English.
Probably.
I can, you can, she cans.
Yeah, we normally put an S on, yeah, and it's not.
So there you are.
There you are.
So again, the U.
The O.
No, sorry, the O becomes UE. Again, in the 3-2-1 rule, or the boot, whatever you prefer. So it goes puedo, puedes, puede, podemos, podéis, pueden.
Okay. So, Cynthia, you in the video properly?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you sure? Do you want to move yourself in a little bit? I want to see half your head.
You told me off before because I was too close.
No, I said you were behind me, and it was making my neck hurt. That's what I said. Okay. Bueno, Cynthia. So we have puedo, I can, I'm able, I can. So for example, using the verb before, I can do it would be what?
Puedo hacerlo.
Puedo hacerlo. And the lo is just the it bit, yeah? Which you've joined on.
Can you do me a favor?
Adding in a me. You little thinker.
Well, we'll explain.
So, puedes hacerme un favor. Puedes hacerme un favor. So you can use it as a question, obviously. ¿Puedo fumar? Can I smoke? No, it's not allowed.
Not now, yeah.
Está prohibido. Yeah. Okay. So
next one, because we don't
have
enough time.
Okay. Oh goodness. And the last one is querer.
Querer.
To want. Okay. Another important one. So why don't you run through that one quickly?
Okay. Querer. The first e becomes ie. So that goes quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, Queréis, quieren.
Okay, so there's an I appears in there. Quiero. Yo quiero un helado, Cynthia.
¿Y no quieres un café?
No quiero un café.
Ah.
Quiero un helado.
Yo también. Yo quiero un helado.
Un helado. Sí. Okay, so they're 4 very, very useful irregular verbs, okay? So we'll leave it there and we're going to the shop now to get an ice cream. Okay. Entonces, hasta la próxima. Hasta luego.